Oh boy. Hey, it's me. It's me, North Pink Summers, sorry. My stomach has been, upsetty spaghetti for like 2 days now. Whew. But anyway, it's been quite hectic, hasn't it? You know, just this, it's been rather chaotic for two things. Two things that is like on the top of the trending list right now. The Riley situation and the Roblox situation, but mostly Roblox definitely being the top of the trending list right now. But first off, let's go ahead and get Riley's situation done and over with. I'm just gonna say, as is, it's a bit suspicious. I'm just gonna be very neutral about it, is that it's, alright, I'll be realistic, it's kind of sketchy, because at first, I was going to give Riley the benefit of the doubt, but then, for some reason, Riley decided to delete, like, many of the videos or clips in her VOD channel, which was very suspicious. No matter how you look at it. Like, if you are innocent, you have nothing to hide. And that's what I'm saying. Like, why are you deleting video after video in your VOD channel? It makes no sense. If you claim to be innocent, that's that's just admitting your guilt. In my opinion, it doesn't matter who it is. If a person claims they're innocent, they should not cover their tracks by deleting the evidence to prove their innocence. But in this case, no. I'm not gonna pull any cards. I'm not gonna do any low blows. I'm just saying the most realistic thing here is you should not delete anything if you have nothing to hide. If you're claiming to be innocent, you should have not deleted the videos in your bot channel. It's very simple to say. That's just basically telling the whole world you're guilty when you are trying to cover your tracks. When you're trying to remove evidence of your quote-unquote innocence. It's really sketchy. Honestly, Riley is literally not the first one to do this. Many different said criminals have tried this, and that just proves how guilty they are. Very vicious criminals have tried to cover the evidence that's, and in Riley's case, this is really no different than a criminal trying to delete the evidence which is trying to because people don't take their words for it anymore. Words alone are not to convince everybody. Evidence now is, you have to have proof. You gotta have the evidence to back up your claims, and sadly, it's not going well. And the projection is pretty bad on both sides, honestly. Both sides are claiming said thing, and yeah boy. But yeah, it's been pretty hectic. Uh, I just don't see what's the whole point of so and so doing all of this when you are just nah. I'm sorry to say, it's just I really don't care who the person is. Anybody in Riley's shoes could actually be it, it, it's mm. All I can say is there's just so many things that you really shouldn't be doing. But then again, I'm not really surprised that some people take other people's word for it, despite, But then again, people are trying to, gather more and more evidence to prove why Riley is cheating and stuff, and honestly, I've seen the clips. It's sketchy, yes, but at the same time, I don't want. I honestly, I don't know. I don't use cheats. That's the thing. I really don't use cheats. I just play honestly, and I still suck at it. But I don't want to cheat just to play the game. I just want to have fun. I just play the game in my own pace, just chilling. Uh, but yeah, that's enough about that. That's all I gotta say. And now in the Roblox situation, yeah, it's honestly at this point, why is that even I never played Roblox because I've always been very suspicious about it because I've heard a lot of bad things about Roblox, and honestly, I it's pretty bad. Uh, it's pretty bad that Roblox has gotten to this point that they can literally just be so downright awful to the point that they'll just do exactly that. And I've been very suspicious about David's account. I actually have a theory. I have a theory that ever since both the Democratic and Republican parties have now gotten involved, along with Chris, the famous attorney. It's kind of gotten to that point where it's that bad. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for both. It takes a lot to get both sides of to uh, to even agree on one thing. For decades, for literally 2 decades, both sides rarely agree on one thing. So the fact that both Democrat and Republican is now, attacking Roblox at both sides, the fact that India is giving them a time limit to as well but the fact that what boggles my mind is uh, mm, uh, What boggles my mind is that, oof. I really don't like to talk about it because it's disturbing that a taxi driver accepted $1,000, $1,000 just to pick up this one child and bring him over. And luckily, the authorities picked up on that, and the girl is safe. But it could have been. But this is traumatizing, very, very so. And what I don't understand is this has been happening for literally a decade. This is happening for. This is. Oof. It's kind of really sad though that it's really sad to the point that it's that bad to the that's all it took to destroy some evidence here and there. And here's the thing. They're calling out as much as they're trying to remove as much of these game modes as much as possible because she's calling out on them. Like, she's literally digging in there to point out this, and that, and the fact is, this has been happening for a decade. People have been trying to, you know, say this to their faces. They shove so much evidence in their faces to the point they are literally saying, "Nuh-uh." No, they are literally turning. They're literally turning the other way, like turning. It's like a kid throwing a tantrum, like crossing their arms and turning their head away from the person they're speaking. Yeah, yeah. Like, no, mm. That's basically what they're doing. It's pretty sad that they have done literally nothing for years. And now that both, and now countries are now slowly but surely turning. Both are slowly but turning on each other to the point that they could actually. Oof. It's just chaotic that some are going that far to the point that I'm like, why are you doing that? It's just, why? And I'm like, why do you guys gotta wait until it gets political? The fact is, I feel bad for Schlepp because he's been, calling this out for years. Well, for a year now. And I'm like, wow, that's all it's gonna take? Dang it, I don't know why. And of course, I'm just baffled. I'm actually baffled that Roblox has fallen this far, and I actually feel bad to the point that I feel bad for the victims because they've gotten no justice whatsoever with all of this chaos, and it's just so sad. I be wondering, like, why? Why did it take for you to, why did it take for you up to this point, to the point that the whole world now knows your dirty laundry, not just your dirty laundry, but also, like, but also, not just your dirty laundry, but also that the politics have to get involved. It's crazy. Mm. And there is one thing, though, that have a theory. I actually have a theory that David is trying to cover his tracks now. David is literally trying to cover his tracks. I feel like it because for a security officer, a security check, for somebody to be a moderator in security, the fact that you kept this under the rug, I literally have a feeling. I don't want to, but then again, I feel like he's that keyword. I don't want to admit it. I really don't. I really don't. Because he could be like, this guy could be so, like, he's literally covering his tracks because he's now, things are getting bad, and I'm like, I feel like he's trying to, like, get everything out of control, he's trying to, like, control the chaos and everything, and I'm like, no. Because, at the same time, I'm just wondering, why is he, I feel like he ordered someone to take that to get down, because some people say that somebody is a rogue. Some some say that that there's a rogue employer. And he could be a rogue employee. Like, uh, he could be like a very rogue player. Like, there's a rogue employee, out there banning his account. But then I'm like, wait, I've seen this before. What if he's ordering somebody to take it down, or did he do it himself? There's a chance he actually took that down himself. I feel like, oh, excuse me. I feel like Roblox is now trying to cover their tracks as much as possible. Like, they're trying to, they call it damage control, but I say they're trying to delete as much of the evidence. Because there ain't no way. There's just no way. But then again, He could be doing, like, there could be, I mean, the possibility is that there is a rogue. But then I'm like, but then that's just me thinking about the, probably the negative of that. Like, he could. I don't know. But then I actually feel, I feel like, I don't know. It's just, my mind has been, the entire social media has been blowing up like everywhere, and I just can't get away with all the things. Like, I try to like avoid going to social media, but then again, that's just, yeah, no. Mm. But anyway, I really hope there's justice for all the victims in this, because so many people have been has gotten hurt because of what Roblox has done. So many of these kids did not deserve the harm, the both physical and mental harm. None of them deserve it. They were just kids. These are kids that are slowly going to take over over that from what the previous generation has taught them. And what we taught them is that, and what Roblox taught them is that they don't care. They don't give a crap about anybody other than themselves. They just, they don't care who they're hurting. They don't care who they're hurting. It's just that as long as they're not hurt, they don't care. That's what I'm thinking. This is what greed has done. This is greed. This is what the biggest sins of all of this is greed. Because soon when somebody gets their hand on so much money, they get corrupted. There's hardly any good people out there that is just, like that. And it's just, it's sad. It's sad that corporations like these are this greedy to the point that once they get hurt, once they hurt others, they don't care. But when they get hurt, oh, sorry, my phone. I forgot to silence. But when they get hurt, now they are like panicking. Now they're hurt. Now they feel a little threatened and stuff. And I'm like, you waited this long. Like, you waited this long. Now that you're hurt, now you care. Now you care now that you've gotten onto the receiving end. And I'm like, it took you this long to finally get hurt. This, for you to finally fix the mistakes you've caused. Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it really hurts, honestly. But anyway, that is my take on it, and I hope you guys, I hope you guys are feeling better. At least a bit better that, they're not, that Roblox is finally getting justice. I do agree that he needs to be taken down. And honestly, I think he needs to be in jail. Like, I feel like this guy has kids. I think some of the members of Roblox, I think some of the developers of Roblox have kids. That's even terrifying. I don't want, but then again, I'm like shaking my head because I shouldn't be that surprised. But either way, what's your guys' take on this? And I hope you guys stay safe out there, because Roblox just proves why parents need to monitor their kids, even online. Even online, you need to make sure your kids are safe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining in on this, and that is just my opinion on all this crazy nonsense. Again, sorry I haven't been, active because I'm feeling a little sick now. So, anyway, see you guys. Be safe.